Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ladies, gentlemen, gamers! I am exhausted after my day of work, but we are here to react to what I believe is the final drip marketing coverage content for Skirk. So, there's potentially a lot we can definitely talk about in this video. Hopefully I won't, because I'm going to be pretty busy. But who knows? We might get carried away. But yeah, this is the character trailer, typically the last trailer, and it has the hashtag Fight Like Skirk. So TLDR, I don't know how much I want to run through all the criteria that I always go through in most of these videos, but the biggest thing with Skirk, to kind of wrap it all in a nice little ball, and not related to Genshin Impact Ball, but this is where I think Skirk is decently cool. And the biggest thing I've heard, and I've said this too, and it's been echoed by other people, independent of obviously hearing me, and independent of me hearing them. A lot of people come to the same similar conclusion, and it's no wonder why, right? This is where I think the biggest thing with Skirk is if you compare her to Genshin standards in a bubble, she's all right. She's cool. She's decent, right? And I think decent is an understatement. If you compare her in different ways, which I guess we will go over the criteria, if you compare her in different ways to everything else that's out there on the market that's actually a competitor for Genshin, not some like, crazy small shit gacha that no one really plays or cares about that's going end of service, because obviously Skirk is going to be better than that. But the biggest problem with Skirk, and just the biggest problem with Genshin in general, aside from being infuriating and fucking its own fans, is it's just dated. This game is dated. Either Hoyo does not care enough, they are handicapped by either their skill or their laziness, or they just simply don't want to throw enough money at it, because it's not like they don't make money. Now, the argument could be maybe they're funneling the money into something else, but at that point, their other stuff is making money too, so obviously they need to get the money from somewhere for new projects. Who knows if they're making new projects? They probably are, at least with that weird Pokemon gacha game they're making. But regardless, this is where, whatever the reason might be, Skirk is kind of mid. Now, in what ways is she mid? Is she mid meta-wise? From what I've seen from a lot of the videos I've looked at, absolutely fucking not. She's restrictive as hell. One of the main issues with Skirk is she's going to be extremely, extremely restrictive. And the sad part is I've repeated this like how many times, and I'm going to repeat it again when I roll for her. But this is where Skirk is extremely restrictive. She's basically a Hydro Cryo team. You can play her with other stuff, but you're massively handicapping yourself if you do. And if you don't have a Scofier, you're playing with one hand tied behind your back. Now, thankfully, you only really need one hand to really play Skirk, because that's how much damage she does even without a Scofier. She is really good. Now, gameplay-wise, she's, I would say, a mix of Alhaitham, honestly. The biggest thing I imagine when I think of Skirk is Alhaitham. Not completely one-to-one, obviously. However, pretty close with the way the ults work. So, essentially, Skirk can either be a big nuke auto-attacker or a bigger nuking ultimate user, spammer. But aside from gameplay, and this is where, I'll leave my opinions there, because while it looks decent, and we'll get into the looks a little bit, even though I already touched on it, I really have to have her in my hands to see how she feels. But at the very least, she's going to be one of the best cryo DPSs in the game, if not the best, because number one, she's so new. Number two, she got more than 2 trailers, so Hoyo's really pushing her. And number three, she's Skirk. We've been waiting for this one. So regardless of Scofier or not, she's going to be pretty decent. Now, back to the looks. Again, this is where I think she's mid as fuck. Look-wise, herself, model-wise, I think she's cool. I really like what she has going on her limbs. And the whole void theme, the whole abyss theme, I love it. I eat that shit up. I love that shit. Now, this is where the animation, the quality, and again, this is where I think it is partly just a problem with Genshin as a whole. But I really feel like they did not go that hard for her looks, animation-wise. Even though they are decent, again, by Genshin standards, they're decent, but just compared to something like Wuthering, and Genshin is dead 6 feet in the grave. Now, I say these things, but I still play it because I'm sick in the head as well. Regardless, this is where the other thing I have to say about her gameplay is I really don't like this idea. And again, I have to understand her kit more. I'm still in like the rudimentary phases of grasping her kit, even though it's really not that complicated. I don't like how you have to kind of choose which playstyle you're doing. You can't just do both. You either have to do auto-attacking Skirk or nuking Skirk, and you kind of sacrifice one or the other, especially with how the artifact set for her works out. Now, she does have some alternatives, but, excuse me, those are a little iffy compared to her quote-unquote best in style, which is the newest artifact set, which kind of proves to you she has two styles of gameplay, and they don't kind of intermingle that much. That being said, though, on the lore department, I think she's driving the lore forward. Things are starting to get into the end game as if they haven't been already. We're going to get, obviously, more lore for her in the coming days, actually. I was going to say the coming weeks, but no, she's about to be out in a couple of days. So, new story is going to be out. We're obviously going to see her. And this is where I feel like she's on the cusp of greatness. Now, this is going to go into a little bit more than maybe most people know for the Genshin lore. But as they've said in her trailers, which is a little upsetting and depressing, she is not a descender. Even though she's not from the world of Genshin, she is not a descender. So, is she Archon level? I don't know. Is she strong as shit? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is she gonna yeet child for a third time? I really don't know. But, aside from that, I'm sure the trailer is gonna be great. Let's finally take a look at it. Skirk, Lament of a Ruined World. So this is the last thing we're seeing, I'm pretty sure. Let's see if they go super sicko mode like they usually do. And also, I really hope this shit is in English.
This view of the stars.
I already like the music. Oh, the Bobby! The Bobby!
As if it could last forever.
Oh,
all
damn.
It takes is an instant.
Is that
for everything
Sumeru?
to come crashing down.
Oh, this music is gonna fucking get me going.
The only choice.
Those are reused assets, by the way.
Forge ahead.
Those are from the summer event with the Traveler. Oh, yeah, with the Wanderer. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, baby Skirk! Oh my god. Oh, she's going into the fucking void!
You endure.
The way those are not her limbs. All her limbs got broken. Damn, she's fucking this poor guy up! Oh. Ooh, okay. What the fuck is that shit? Is that the Bubby? Oh, baby! I keep seeing Jing Liu, man. I can't get it out of my head. She's building up the house. Ooh! I love the whole, like, screen cracking thing. I love that, like, visual so much. Oh, there's her ult! There's her ult! Ooh! Oh my, look at that shit. I love that. That almost reminds me of Eula. Holy shit. Oh god, the bitrate just fucking shat itself.
In the cold expanse of space.
Oh, that's hot.
Civilizations crumble.
That needs to be a
and fade
wallpaper.
into eternal night. But when darkness falls, I will slit its throat.
Oh my god, that's very violent. Okay. Not bad at all. The only thing I would say is that for a lot of these character trailers, there's a lot of, I don't want to say lore, right? Because the main one that I think really got my jimmies going way back in the day was, unironically enough, Linny's. When I first saw Linny's trailer, I was like, oh shit, wait a minute, this shit's kind of going crazy. But this one was really nice. The music, absolutely fucking sicko mode. Visuals, pretty good. It's just, The actual subject matter of the trailer is the only thing I can even remotely talk about here as being like whatever to me, because it's just classic fighting. I don't think they did anything crazy in this trailer. I mean, the visuals looked great, but in terms of like what's actually happening, she's just fighting people. Like, yeah, sure, she's describing a little bit about herself and what she wants, as if we didn't know. But visually, the trailer was great. Again, the only thing I could dig on is just kind of lore. The lore of this trailer was kind of lacking. I mean, not that the other ones were really lacking, but this one was everything was good aside from, I think, the subject matter itself. It was nice. I don't think it was the best thing. I don't think it was anything too hard for Hoyo to make. I think it was very safe. I think it was a very safe one. But either way, the show was really cool. As much as I'm talking about Skirk, I'm gonna roll for her. I'm gonna basically blow my whole load, and then hopefully I'm a step closer to quitting the game. But either way, this trailer was pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed. Tell me what you thought. Watch me at Twitch TV/Tecnics channel.